Hello students, welcome to unit number 3 in design analysis of algorithms. In this lecture, we will discuss a concept named as job sequencing with deadlines. Okay, so as the concept name suggests, you are going to have a number of jobs. Every job is associated with a deadline. So your task is to execute those jobs within the deadline only, so that you can have a capability to gain some profit. Okay, so like your knapsack problem, this problem also going to have a optimal solution which is going to be maximum value. So you are going to have n number of jobs. So every job you are going to have a particular deadline to perform its execution, and if you execute this job within the deadline, then you can have a capability to gain some profit. Now you require a greedy approach to solve this problem to gain maximum profit value by executing sequence of jobs, not single jobs. If you execute single job, ultimately you will get that particular job profit only. Now your task is to find out a sequence of jobs to get some profit value. Okay. So this is my unit 3 syllabus. In the current lecture, we are covering job sequence with deadlines concept. So the main contents of this lecture, first of all, we will see about procedure of this technique, followed by an example, followed by algorithm. So the main outcome of this lecture is you will understand the job sequence with deadlines problem, and you can have a capability to analyze the job sequence with deadlines to get the maximum profit value. That is going to be your outcome. Now let us understand the procedure. So you try to observe the procedure of this job sequence with deadlines. So as I said previously, you are going to have a number of jobs. Jobs are task, whatever it is. So every job particular of I is associated with a deadline and associated with a profit. The deadline as well as profits are going to be greater than or equal to 0. Okay. Now, so you can have a capability to gain some profit by executing the job, corresponding job within the deadline. Okay. If you execute the job within a deadline, ultimately you can have a capability to gain some profit. Okay. So you try to assume here you are going to have a single CPU. So single CPU means at a time how many jobs you can execute? Only one job. Okay. At a time it is possible to execute only one job within the deadline to gain some profit. Okay. Now, so now my optimal solution is maximum. Why? Because my task is to gain profit, right? Now, so the main objective is to find out a sequence of jobs. So n number of jobs are there. I need to find out the sequence which generates maximum profit value. Okay, how to get the profit? First of all, if you complete the job execution within the deadline only, that is the main target you need to remember. So as I said previously, you are going to have only one mission, nothing but single CPU you are using. So to execute all these jobs, n number of jobs. So if you are having single CPU, ultimately at a time only one job can be executed. Okay. Now let us understanding this procedure with one example for better understanding. Okay. Now, so in the example I am going to be taking the number of jobs are going to be 5, and the corresponding profits and deadlines are going to be like this. Now, so what are the jobs are there? J1, J2, J3, J4, J5, 5 jobs are there, and the profits which are associated to the jobs are going to be 20, 15, 10, 5, 1. And the weights, and the deadlines which are associated to your jobs are going to be 2, 2, 1, 3 and 3. Now, so as I said previously, you are going to have a single CPU, right? So to execute this single CPU, let us observe the Gantt chart. Okay. Now how to draw the Gantt chart? Okay, if you observe very carefully, what are the jobs which are having a least deadline? That is going to be J3, right? So you can execute J3 within single unit time. Okay. But coming to J1, J2, to execute J1, J2, it requires 2 unit times, right? And coming to the J4 and J5, to execute J4 and J5, it needs 3 units of time. So J4 which takes 3 units of time, and J5 also. Now how to construct the Gantt chart? You try to draw the Gantt chart time slots based on the maximum value of your deadline. So what are the deadlines are corresponding to your jobs? 2, 2, 1, 3 and 3. So among these 5 values of deadlines corresponding to your jobs, what is the maximum value? 3. So based on this maximum value, try to construct the Gantt chart with your corresponding time slots, which are starting from 0 to 1 is the first time slot, and 1 to 2 is the second time slot, and 2 to 3 is the third time slot. So based on these time slots only, you can have a capability to execute these jobs to gain some profit. Okay. So now, if you observe this given example very carefully, what is the deadline of J3? 1, right? Okay, so within first slot only you need to execute this J3. Okay, it is not possible to execute J3 at a second time or third slot or second slot. Why? Because the deadline of this one is 1. Okay, at first time only you need to execute. So it is not possible to execute this J3 at second interval. Why? Because the deadline is only 1 only. Now, what about J1 and J2? So what is the deadline of J1, J2? 2, right? So you can execute J1 and J2 up to second slot also can be possible. Okay, and it is not possible to add J1, J2 at third unit of time slot. Why? Because third unit slot which tells the time period starting from 2 to 3. Okay. Now coming to the J4 and J5, what is the deadline of J4 and J5, which is going to be 3. And it is very easy to load these 2 jobs J4 and J5 at third time slot. Why? Because the deadline is 3, easily you can add these jobs at third slot. Why? Because these jobs are executed at 3 unit of times. So it can wait up to first slot and second slot. But coming to the J3, it is not possible for this job to wait up to the third time slot. That's why you need to assign this J3 at first only. Okay. Let us observe one sequence to get some profit. Okay. So I am assuming that I am loading J3 first. Okay. What happens if I load J3 first? Ultimately, the deadline is 1. Ultimately, you can have a capability to gain the profit of this one is 10. Now, can I load J1 at the second time slot? Yes, it can be possible, right? Why? Because the deadline is 2. Okay, it can wait for first time slot and second time slot, and it is possible to load J1. Okay, so if you load J1 for executing in your to your CPU, so ultimately you can have a capability to gain this profit, which is going to be 20 plus. Can I load J2 now? Not possible, right? Why? Because the deadline of J2 is 2, but only the available time slot is 3. So that's why I am loading J4. If I load J4, or you can load J5 also. Why? Because compared to J4 and J5, J4 is having a highest profit, right? That's why I have added J4. So ultimately you can have a capability to gain that J4 profit. So together the total time, the total profit, if you follow this sequence, is 20 plus 10, which is 30, 30 plus 5, which is 35. Likewise, I am taking another Gantt chart. So likewise, multiple solutions you are getting, but you will get direct solution which is going to be providing the maximum profit value. So I am assuming that initially I am loading J5. Why? Because the J5 deadline is 3, right? So you can load, no problem. Now, can I load J1? Yes, it is possible because second slot is available. Now can I load J3? Yes, it is possible. Why? Because the deadline is 1. But if you compare J2 and J3, maximum profit is J2, right, which is providing 15. Okay. Now can I load J2 at here? Yes, you can load, right? Why? Because if you are loading J2 at here, ultimately the meaning of that one is you are executing J2, but within the time, before time only you are executing. Okay, in advanced way you are executing J2 followed by J1 followed by J5. So what is the total profits together based on the sequence? J2 is 15 and J1 is going to be 20 and J5 is going to be 1, which is going to be 15 plus 21, which gives 36. So likewise you are going to have multiple sequence to get the maximum profit value. Okay. Now if you observe very carefully, so this is your time slot, right? 0 to 1, 1 followed by 2, 2 followed by 3. So based on these time slots only you are going to be loading the jobs. You try to remember this sequence. So based on this sequence only, based on the sequence of time slot only, I have constructed my own Gantt chart. Now let us observe the solutions. Okay, so here you are going to have a 5 jobs, and each job will going to have a capability to load that job into particular 1 unit of time period only. Okay, and you are assuming that you are going to have a single CPU. Okay, and to execute these jobs, you need to get some maximum profit value. Okay, so that can be based on 3 units of time slots, like 0 to 1, 1 to 2, and 2 to 3. So 3 units of time slots are available to construct my Gantt chart. Okay, and the given example is arranged in a decreasing order, right? Why? Because if you load the maximum profit job initially, ultimately the entire solution is going to be becomes maximum. That is going to be my optimal solution. So that's why I have arranged the maximum profit jobs in a decreased order, so that you can have a capability. If you observe, J1 is having highest priority, that's why I am adding J1 first, followed by J2, followed by J3, followed by J4, followed by J5. Likewise, I am verifying everything. Now, so let us have this discussion to construct the solution, feasible solution, to get multiple solutions, and based on that multiple solutions only, you can have a capability to verify which one is going to be my optimal solution. Okay, so if you observe this structure, this is my Gantt chart, right? Okay, so these are the various feasible solutions I am going to have. So what are these theme behind these feasible solution? If you observe the first one, you are loading J1 only. At which interval you can load? It is not possible to load J1 at here. Why? Because the J1 deadline is 2. Okay, and it is not possible to load J1 at here also. At here it is not possible. At here it is possible. Okay, somehow if you start the job quickly. Okay, now it is not possible to load J1 at the last slot. So now I am loading J1 at the second slot from 1 to 2, so that I can have a capability to execute, to get the profit which is 25, because the J1 profit is 20 only. Now coming to the second one, I am loading J2 alone at this second slot, so that you can get a profit which is 15. Now I am executing J3 alone. What is the deadline of J3? 1, right? So I am loading J3 at first slot only. Why? Because within one deadline only you need to perform this task. That's why here I am taking a time slot 0 to 1, so that I can have a capability to get 10 profit only. What happens if I load J4? So J4 deadline is 3, right? So ultimately you can load at third slot as well as J5 also, so that you can have a capability to gain individual profit 5 and 1. Okay, but if you execute the jobs individually, ultimately these profit values will not going to be gives my optimal solution. That's why I am going for a sequence of jobs to execute to get the maximum profit value based on my Gantt chart with the help of these deadlines only. Now observe this case. So what is this case? J1, J2 you are taking. Okay, so I am loading J1 at 0 to 1. Why? Because the deadline is 2, right? Okay, so you can start executing early. Okay, and you are loading J2 at second slot, and I am not using third slot. So ultimately that sequence will occupy from 0 to 1 and 1 to 2. So if this sequence is possible to execute the jobs by your single CPU, ultimately you can have a capability to get the profit 20 plus 15, which is 35. Now coming to the next sequence. In this sequence, I am loading J2 at 0 to 1 slot, nothing but first slot I am loading. Can I load? Yes, it is possible. Why? Because if you are loading J2 at first slot, ultimately you are starts executing J2 first. Okay. Now coming to the next job, I am loading J1 next. So it is possible to load J1? What is the deadline of J1? 2. Yes, it is possible. It is not possible to load J1 and J2 at third slot. That is not possible. Why? Because third slot which defines about deadline number 3. Okay. Now coming to the J4. So I am loading J4 at third slot. Why? Because compared to J4 and J5, J4 is having a maximum profit value, right? That's why I am following this sequence. J2 followed by J1 followed by J4. I am loading J2 at first slot, J1 at second slot, and J4 at third slot. So together I am going to have a profit which is going to be 20 plus 15 plus, 20 plus 15 plus 5. So ultimately you will get a profit which is 40. Now coming to the next sequence. So in the next sequence, I am loading J3 first. Why? Because the deadline of J3 is 1, right? And it is not possible to load J3 at a second slot and third slot. Starting of the slot only you need to exit. Why? Because the deadline is 1. It is not possible to hold J3 to execute remaining jobs. That is the main thing. Okay. So I am loading J3 followed by J1 at second slot and followed by J4 at last slot. Why? Because the deadline of J4 is going to be 3 and it is possible to load J4 at third slot very easily. So that you can have a capability to gain profit which is 35. 10 plus 20 plus 5. Now coming to the last sequence. These are my assumptions based on the Gantt chart as well as deadlines. Okay. So initially I am loading J3. Followed by I am loading J2 now. Okay. What is the deadline of J2? 2. It is possible to load the 2 deadline at second slot. Now I am loading J4 and you can load J5 also. So ultimately together I will get a profit as 10 plus 15 plus 5 which is going to be 30. So likewise you are going to be get multiple sequences like in place of J4 you can follow the sequence like J3 followed by J2 followed by J5 also possible. Okay, so based on the Gantt chart as well as deadlines I am going to be loading my sequence of jobs to get the maximum profit value. So based on this discussion you just find out what is the solution sequence which is generating the optimal solution which is a maximum profit value, this one, right? Because among all these solutions, so 40 is a maximum solution, that's why it is called as the optimal solution. Now this is my solution sequence, J2 followed by J1 followed by J4, that is my solution sequence. If I follow this sequence to execute these jobs with a single CPU, ultimately I can have a capability to gain 40 as a profit. Because likewise you are going to have a capability with the help of greedy technique, you are finding the sequence of jobs which are having a deadlines. Deadline means you must complete that job within that time slot only. Okay, for example, J3 is having a deadline 1. Okay, you should not hold that J3 for third slot or second slot. Why? Because here preemption is not possible. No, every job you are executing in a non-preemptive way, not in a preemptive way. I hope you are aware about the difference between preemption as well as non-preemption. Preemption means forcibly you are removing the job from the CPU, right? So that preemption is not possible. So all the jobs will be executed by your single CPU for your respective time slots in a non-preemption way only. Okay. Let us observe the algorithm. So here I am taking an input as set of jobs which are starting from 1 to n and my output is going to be the optimal solution by scheduling the jobs. Scheduling means executing, right? Now, so initially my solution S is my input array which are having a sorted values based on the profit value. Okay. So initially I am taking first item I equal to 1. So initially my profit is 0. Okay. So you need to trace all the n number of elements which are starting from 1 to n. So I am taking my next job which will be represented by I from my solution S. Okay. S contains all the jobs which are available in a sorted order of profit parameter. So based on that S I am taking each and every job one by one. Why? Because single CPU is there. That selected job with the help of selection procedure will be denoted by I. I contains the currently selected job. Now I am verifying that whether that selected job will able to give optimal solution or not, or I am verifying that whether that job I is having a capability to scheduled by CPU or not, right? So now I am verifying whether it is possible to schedule the job, okay, whether it is a feasible solution or there. Okay, if it is feasible, then only I am updating my profit. So initially my profit is 0. The corresponding profit of the job which is available in S will be added, which will be updated here. Okay. So likewise I am taking all the jobs one by one. So I is going to be initially holding first object, I plus 1 holds second object. Likewise I am tracing all the objects from 1 to n. That's why I have taken here a while loop. Okay. So after ending my while condition, I can have a solution which is going to be generates maximum profit value. This solution going to be my maximum profit, that is going to be my optimal solution. Okay. So likewise, you are going to be scheduling the jobs with a sequence with respect to the deadlines. Okay. So as of now, we have seen procedure of my job sequence with the deadlines followed by example followed by algorithm. Now try to take this problem as an exercise. So what this problem is telling is you are going to be have n number of jobs. So these are the corresponding profits and deadlines. Okay. If you observe here, what is a maximum deadline that is available in this sequence? 2, right? So my Gantt chart is going to be like this: 0 to 1 is one time slot, 1 to 2 is next time slot. So for your better understanding, I am telling this is the sequence, right? So 10, 15. Okay. Now, is it possible to load J4 as a first job? What is the deadline of J4? 1 only. So I am loading J4 as a first job. Why? Because deadline is only 1. Now for the second job, I am loading J1 as my second job for execution. Why? Because the deadline of J1 is going to be 2. Now we can append that J1 at a first interval or a second interval also going to be possible. But it is not possible to load J4 as a second interval. Okay? Why? Because the deadline of J4 is 1. So the together you will get a profit which is going to be 100 plus 27. This is going to be 127. So this is the optimal solution you will going to be get. Now try to verify whether you are also going to be getting the same solution or not. Yes. Thank you. That's the end of the class.